Hi everyone, this is Paul Lange from Disciplined Trading Strategies with this week's Trade of the Week video. This is for the week ending 7/25 of 2021, and the stock was NCLH. That's one of the cruise line ships, of course. This happened on 7/20. That was on a Tuesday. This is based on a 60-minute DTS breakout play. Technically, for you seminar students, it's not what it was, but that's what I call it as a broad category. Entry on a 1-minute be the tail type of entry, my favorite. The management advance and reward to risk about 2.0 to 1. As usual, before we get started, what's free for DTS members this week? We have two things. The Monday night biweekly scanning night is going to be this Monday the 26th at 5 o'clock. And also on Wednesday, we're going to have a DTS special event. How much of trading is psychological? We've had some great events recently, including the recent Coffee at DTS. If you haven't seen them, make sure to view them on the DTS Free Stuff page. This one will be a little bit more boring, but it is as important or more important to any developing trader. You can read about it here, and if you're not a DTS member, make sure you hop over to the disciplinedtradingstrategies.com homepage and figure out how to become a DTS member. There's no charge, no credit card. Daily chart of NCLH. This was not the justification for the trade because it was not a swing trade. The daily chart just marginally said it would be okay to take this because I looked at this as being a little quasi-climactic type of a move lower. Opened there, and then we did put in a nice green bar that day. The next chart is the 60-minute or the 15-minute chart. I labeled the strategy from the 60-minute chart, but it really shows up the same on the 15. And this had that higher level support level that formed the prior day right through here. And then we ended up with a little gap the next day above that, and I got a great entry. And this is really a transition on the 15-minute chart. It's not a breakout as I would define it, but most people call this a breakout for simplicity. It is a 1-minute be the tail type of entry that was just perfect. And I ended up taking 2 targets on this, which maybe was a mistake on this one because I did not get half of that move. It would have been the trade that would have made the whole week's profit had I managed this properly. 5-minute chart, you get a little more detail. Once again, we open right there with this a little gap above that base, and we fell into that base. Those two things together made this a perfect opportunity, even though the strategy was not one of my favorites. We end up with a great entry over 21.92, stop under 21.70. I have no problem with that first target because this can fall apart or just go sideways all day. So I got some money in the bank and was able to sit there comfortably with the rest. Target number 2, I should have taken this in thirds, is probably the bottom line, or simply manage this on the 5-minute chart. If you notice, if I would have managed this on the 5-minute chart, I would have taken this all the way to the close, which would have been the real goal. I got nicked out right here, and I missed more than half of this move, which was a shame. It was a great trade as it was, but that's why you hang on to some of these for those big home run moves. That's how you do it. So I was not happy with the management on this one, but it was a very nice trade nevertheless. 1-minute chart gives you a little more detail here. Once again, we open right there. We fell, a little dip into there, took that on the way back up right after that tail started to form. Boom, target number 1 and target 2 up there. Pretty good looking target, but when you see what happened for the whole day, doesn't look quite as impressive. DTS Trading Room, where we plan out, come with a hot list on a certain number of stocks, all generally tradable and reproducible if you want to follow along. Come join us in the DTS Trading Room. If you'd like to, you can get over to the DTS Services page from the homepage and figure out how you can join us in the trading room if you're interested. Until next time, this is Paul for DTS. Good trading, everybody.